I'm on Central Registry for child neglect. I had a child that I adopted or took into my home when she was 7 days old. She had fetal alcohol syndrome. I knew about fetal alcohol syndrome in the spectrum. It could be very little or a whole lot, but she was an infant, so you really don't know. She was not diagnosed with it until she was about 10 months old. She had the more severe one where it was really severe, breaking windows, climbing out second-story windows, calling the police, taking her clothes off in front of strangers, running out into streets. At one point, we had her in a hospital in Detroit, and it's a hospital where you cannot get out, but she managed to get out, and she was on that main big road out in Detroit. Very, very uncontrollable. She broke Marcellus's femur when he was 2 days old. She pushed him off of a slide, and I was told that if anything happened to my other kids, that they would charge me with failure to protect. So my job was to keep her safe and keep the other kids safe as well. One day I woke up and I decided, you know what, I'm tired. I was just so tired, and I wound up being admitted to Pine Rest on a 72-hour hold. And it was like, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. Y'all crazy. I don't belong here. And they came back 72 hours later with another hold. And that's when I realized, you know what, Cindy, your life is a mess. You can't do it. You can't do it. And so that's when I called them Protective Services and said, because they had been threatening me already about her, do what you have to do, but I will not allow her back in my home. I don't regret it. It was painful, but I don't regret it. I had to agree to admit that I was neglectful, or that the charges that was on the paper, it was a bunch of them. I cried through the whole thing. And I remember Judge Gardner saying, get your hands off your mouth. Stop that crying. I can't hear you. And I was crying because everything they wanted me to say that I did wrong, I did not do wrong. The only thing I did wrong was say, I can't do it anymore. I'm a Christian, and they made me lie under oath. They made me lie under oath to things that I did not do, or that I did not agree on, holding my children hostage. Because if it had not been for them, there's no way, excuse the expression, in hell, that I would have agreed to a plea. I wouldn't have done it. I'm a leader for Bible Study Fellowship. I'm a group leader at Bible Study Fellowship, and my group twice a year has to volunteer with the children. I let Bible Study Fellowship know I can't work with the children because I'm on Central Registry. And with this whole thing, I keep looking at that the scales of justice, that picture of the scales of justice that we grew up with, to believe that that justice was fair. This was not fair. This was not fair at all.